Hi, welcome to MTG. My name is Ken. This is Mario, and today we are playing one of my favorite Historic Brawl decks, Raddic Tal Zealot. Now, this is an Orzhov build, so I thought it was only fitting to bring my wonderful Orzhov Boston Terrier as a special guest spot on the episode. This deck came out, I want to say, the March on the Machines Alchemy set, I believe. And I don't feel like maybe this one got a lot of hype and excitement. I feel like there were a lot of new big flashy commanders that were coming out that time, and this one sort of just kind of snuck between the cracks maybe. And I built it, gosh, I want to say not too long after it came out, and it has been one of my absolute favorite decks to play on Historic Brawl. It's a great daily deck. It's one of those ones that plays consistently enough that you don't really have to worry about getting the perfect opening hand, things like that. It is a resilient deck. It creates endless number of knights, and I'm able to run a bunch of fun cards like all the Nazgul, things like that. Sweet deck, absolutely love it, highly recommend it. But before we get into the actual deck intro, just want to remind you all that we do have a YouTube membership and a Patreon. If you're interested in something like that, it will be in the description below. But you will get access to exclusive videos. You'll get early access to things like our Good Clean Commander series, as well as a shout out that you're going to see here in about 15 seconds or so. I think that's all. So now we can get into the deck intro. If you like this video, please let me know what you think on this commander, or if there's any other overlooked commanders that you've been kind of rocking a lot lately. But without any further ado, let's get into the deck intros. I want to take a quick moment to thank our patrons. In the Sapperling tier we have Ishtari, JS, Brandon Such, Sassir, Queen Bee, TDM9, Gazanova, Snafu, Vinny Chase, Titanic Ultimatum, and the Urcast. In the Treeful category, we have Team Rooney, Frosty K, and I Smell Death on You. And lastly, in the Planeswalker tier, we have Hi, I'm Rory. Big thank you to all our patrons. You're the ones who make this channel possible. All right, so today we're playing a bit of a pet deck of mine. This is my Raddic Tal Zealot deck. So in case you don't know, this is a 4/4 human knight with hexproof from white and hexproof from black, which is very important and very useful. When one or more knights you control attack, draft a card from Raddic's spellbook. So if we kind of comb through here, there's 15 cards. There are really only a handful that we're always looking out for. Those being, let me go back to the start. Midnight Reaper is fantastic card draw. Guardian of Faith is a fantastic Teferi's Protection-esque phasing out card. Knight of Eben Legion is always a grab if it's available. It's just a 1-drop that really can serve as a threat. It's a great blocker, great attacker. Cavalier of Dawn, and then the Cavalier of whatever, we'll get to it in a sec. They're great removal in a pinch, though I find the pips are quite hard sometimes to manage. This one I don't use too much. Here it is, Cavalier of Night. Similar, they're removal when you need it, but the pips are a little demanding. Murderous Rider is a obvious shoe-in. It's just removal that you can just keep playing over and over again, assuming you're drafting into it. And I think, yeah, Dauntless Bodyguard is probably the other one I grabbed the most. Again, it's a 1-drop, it's protection, it works quite well. We see here there are a lot of options, and usually you're always doing something different just with this card alone. In the 99, as you can kind of see here, I've created a bit of a Nazgul Wraith theme, because as you may know, Wraiths are also knights in Magic. So I'm running, I think you can maybe run 9. I'm running, I want to say 7. I might put in the max here and make some room for them because I do very much enjoy this element of it. I have the Ring Race in the 6-mana slot. Call of the Ring synergizes quite well, it's a great card draw. As for knights that I would probably say I've been using the most recently, we've got a couple new ones. We've got this Werefox Bodyguard, which is one of those good cards that's just incidentally also a knight. So I put this one in and it's performed quite well. We have this Valiant Bat Rider, the newest edition, a fantastic, crazy good card. It attacks on combat damage. It will trigger your commander. It's a great play. Haven't really got too much of a chance to play this one yet though. We have Nadar and Triumphant Adventurer. Both are delve into the dungeons, but they're both knights, and they both usually carry their weight pretty well. And then we have the Changeling Outcast, which is just a fantastic. It works well with the commander because the commander cares about your knights attacking. It cares about the ring race, so it triggers with these. Just a fantastic one drop and a common. Like, if you have not drafted it yet, I promise it'll be worth it. Yeah, if you have this deck, please let me know. And if not, hopefully you get excited enough to try and build it, because I have had a lot of fun with this. Without further ado, I think let's see how it does in the games. All right, so we are up against Nahiri, Heir of the Ancients. Boros artifact equipment, correct? Yes, all right. Planeswalker does all kinds of things. We'll read that later. Opening hand, I actually think I will keep this. We have the one drop shapeshifter. We got some removal. I'm happy with it. Opponent goes first. Turn 1, Barrow Blade, Lord of the Rings. Gives a crypt creature +1/+1. When it blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, it loses all abilities until end of turn. That well, cool. That is something I don't think I've seen here before. To throw down our Changeling Outcast, which is an unblockable knight for the sake of this deck. Raddic cares about knights and will give me more knights. Esper, that is a great turn 2 drop. Let's see. I think we're just going to throw that down. I'm not really worried about removing anything at the moment. You are unblockable. So let's get in for one. Alright, so this Nahiri creates core warrior creature tokens. Ooh, drawn a card. What's that? Look at the top 6 cards. You may reveal a warrior card and or equipment. So it's warriors and or equipments. Let's see. This comes down as first strike and trample. Alright. Now things are getting a little scary. Speaking of which, throw down the plaza. We are now really hurting for a land drop. So they get in here. As long as it's your turn, they have first strike and trample. Do I care? Let's see. That's a 3/3 first strike trample. In theory. You know, I think it's fine. I think we're just going to continue to develop our board. You know, what's the worst thing that can happen? It's white. They don't run board wipes, right? Changeling gets a counter because the Nazgul cares about Nazguls or race specifically. So Changelings are in. Look at that. Synergy. Look at that. Card draw. Not a land. They're getting land. Oh boy. No, I think we're doing alright. Never didn't have it. Alright. So I think the best thing to do right now, you're gonna get stuff back. Not... Gosh, the only thing I'm afraid of is a board wipe. If we overdevelop our board. So that being said, we're here to attack. We're here to unite things. And we do actually have the Convoke, which is neat. But I think for now, we're gonna send in these two. We're gonna pick, ooh, we have removal, this thing, this is some card draw. Down to 18. All right, so I'm feeling all right. Let's see what they discard. Land, that's a smart choice. All right. So I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. As the time of this is recording, it's been out like a week, maybe. There's our land. If you are playing it or are interested in playing it, I would love to get your opinions on it. I have mixed opinions. It's a beloved game, Final Fantasy VII. You know, my first favorite game. It kind of alternates, but this has been good. It's been, oh god, I need to first strike, trample, double strike. They really just... I'm gonna take 6. First strike and double strike. That's land. All right. Still feeling pretty good about this. Let's see though. This is starting to get a little scary, so I think we need to... Let's... I think we need to get rid of this area. That is very bad. And then... Let's see, that thing's tapped. I think we perhaps go to combat next. So 1, 2, 3. 3 attacks in. Ooh, I love a flash. Do you? Or they could block. Can't block that. They could double block the Nazgul. Nope, they're just jumping the commander. That's fine by me. Second main. God, what equipments do they have on here? All things that are not super scary by themselves, but still terrifying nonetheless. I think we're gonna hold up the Convoke. Oh, I hope I played that land for turn. I think I did, yeah. We'll... Oh, jeez. We'll get rid of you. Anyways, it's beloved, and like the amount of attention and heart that has gone into this and the first remake is just admirable, and like genuinely the small little details kind of make my heart sing. The combat I am really trying to get comfortable with, coming off of Final Fantasy 16. It's different enough that I find myself struggling with trying to get used to it. I'm very much a dodge player when it comes to those kind of games, like Elden Ring, Dark Souls, all those games. I am very much a dodge and roller. But aside from that, I mean, again, it's just all getting used to it. But that aside, I've been very much enjoying this game, and I'd love to know what you think of it, because it is... Let's see. Can we not pile on? Yeah, we can. We're gonna convoke you. Who's you? Invoke you. Surveil 2. Alright. Black or red. That might be good. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on top. I love some protection. I'm also not very far. I'm just getting to Junon, so I have a lot of game left to go. Alright, they're loading up their architect. So we want to despark that, don't we? Can we despark? We can't despark that, but we can. We are going to revoke its existence, which is handy. Feel a little bad. I'm kind of... We do have this as well. Get rid of that. That is black. That's good to know. Let's see. We swing you. Do we block? We think we would chump block with that one? We're gonna find out. I think I'm okay losing the Nazgul. Another Midnight Reaper. Ooh, Dauntless Bodyguard. Love me a 1-drop. I can play this if they do chump block. That does... No, they don't. Alright. We'll throw you down. Make sure we have mana. Yeah, so we have mana up for Surge. We have mana up for Beast Spark. We might use this. We'll see what they do. If they swing with the Germ token and just load that up, I might use this and then just block and kill it, because it cares about damage from black and or red sources. But we'll see what they do. Put down Kimba. Things, double strike. Oof, we're down to 15 life too, so we do have to be careful. Search, resolve, right. Oh, reprieve. I think we will reprieve that. Black market, not the best right now. I feel like we're a little into the late game at this point to be dropping that, especially at 15 life. Right. Equipping the Kemba. They're gonna swing with the Germ, I assume. Yes. Ooh, I think since I have mostly white things, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to blocks. I'm gonna block you. Then I'm going to cast this surge. Alrighty. Kills the germ, keeps our stuff alive. And Nettle Cyst is still terrifying. Smothering Tithe, would prefer to land, to be honest. Let's see, ACD deals with the Kemba, D-Spark 4 or greater. Surprisingly does not deal with anything. Though that being said, I think we just need to keep this keep the pressure on. We're gonna get rid of, oh, mana value 3 or greater. Oh, all right, we're gonna get rid of this. Probably should have done the Nettle Cyst. Oh, it doesn't matter. All right, perfect. That was a pretty good game. I enjoyed that. GG's. Right, we are playing Knights, and we are facing a Yarok the Desecrated deck. So, Jinkies. Is that what Velma says? Jinkies? Jinkies. Jinkies? We're gonna mulligan this. This is worse. But I'm arrogant and hate mulligan down to hand size, so we're just gonna keep it. Jinkies. Jinkies. Pause. Jinkies. Is that how she said it? Am I going crazy? Does that not sound weird? I don't know. I haven't watched Scooby-Doo in a long time. That was a weird tangent. Don't look at my knight. This is all I have to play for a while. Turn through. Okay. This feels bad. We're gonna swing in with the knight. Really needed that third land. Really starting to second guess my first mulligan. Can't even use a pile on them from both. Alright, I think Jinkies indeed. Alright, we are playing Knights and we are facing a mono green Vorinclex deck. Alright. This could be interesting, also devastating. God, my mulligans have been great, but I would like something a little lower on curve, something we can get out there. This is pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna keep it. I mean, we have some turn 3 plays at least. I would love to draw into a 1-drop or a 2-drop. Fingers crossed. There, all right, but they mulligan down even further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3. But they mulligan down to 5. I feel less bad about my choice, I guess. All right, Swamp and Pass. You really wanted that land war. I mean, it's lands deck. It doesn't matter what they mulligan to. They're gonna stay perfectly. Oh, look at a 2-drop. Love it. All right. Follow the ring. If you choose a creature's ringberry, you may pay 2 life if you do draw a card. It's not gonna be. Oh my god. How we already have this thing out? We just started. Okay, well. Well, you know, I think we're just gonna go down with Nazgul. Choose you. Yeah, we'll draw the card. Take action. Have our land. Maybe that'll prevent them from wanting to block or attack with the Defiler since we have Death Touch. We will find out. Gosh, that felt fast. Yeah, it's 5 mana. Weirdly underplayed card. Or at least I don't see it being cast that often. Alright, Filer, Vorinclex. The good thing is they're pretty much empty-handed, aside from his horse and whatever that is. Draw. So a board wipe, honestly. Oh, but the swords too is actually... we'll take that. This cares about power. That's kind of annoying, but... Do we want... Are you legendary? You are legendary. And you have Death Touch. So, we're going to try and be a little sneaky sneak. Going to attack. Draw, then discard. Elixir actually might not be that bad because of all the life. That and the One Ring are a decent combination. So maybe we'll keep that. We're going to get rid of this Worthy Knight. I guess it's not worthy. Go to blocks. Yes, no. We're thinking about it. I would love for them to like block the Vorinclex or something. Not blocking. Alright. That's fine. Hit you there. Guess we hold up the swords. Probably want to do that to response to the Vorinclex. I want to also hit the... Oh boy, these decisions, I tell you. Yep, we're gonna pass. If they flip the Vorinclex, we'll swords that. If they cast anything, we'll reprieve that. But we only can really do one of those, because this... Cityscape Leveler. Alright. Ooh, how do we want to... They're going for the Call of the Ring, which is interesting. If we reprieve it, they'll just be able to cast it again, versus if we swords it... Ooh, decision paralysis. I will... Yeah, it's done the damage already, right? So we will let it hit. They will go to combat. And now we will swords... I think we swords this thing, because this is just a pain in the booty, and will just decimate us. And we have that. 5 life. That's bad. We're gonna throw this down. Put it on the Nazgul. Alright, how do we not die? We're dealing with a lot of trample. We have the ECD. So let's see. The nice thing is we're destructible. So I think we're going to throw down the ECD. We're going to hit the Defiler. And then that way, at least, if they swing, we're not going to attack. No, no, no. That way they can only, in theory, get... Though if they swing out, that's lethal, isn't it? Oh, they're not. Alright, that's... We get a board wipe. We are just perfect. Alright, how do we... Gosh. Do we do the One Ring with 5 life left? We can't do both. We have the reprieve. This buys us a turn, at least. This is a very flavorful Nazgul deck with all the Lord of the Rings cards. We sign in blood, or do we maybe hold up the reprieve? We're not going to sign in blood because that costs us 2 life, 2 attacks, and turn. Have the reprieve. Distribute 7 counters. So I'm feeling good that the ring was the choice we made. And then they fight. Okay. The question is, do they know that I have protection? I assume they know I have protection. They don't know I have protection. Alright. We will block you. What's going on here? They had to. Alright, well, you know, I'll take this. Well, 1 ring. Pray for a board wipe. Take that life. Alright, Worthy comes back. Counter. That's our blocker. Okay, so we have a revoked existence for the Vorinclex saga. Put you down. Yep. We don't need fight. No fight. No drama. Rogue intervention. We will retrieve that. Wait, cast again? Yeah, we can cast. We got the board wipe. Odds or evens? Odd. Ooh. Okay. How do we not die? Fight. Oh, ooh, it's gonna be so close. Don't attack. Oh boy, we just need to. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, this creature price target you don't control. Exile like an evolution. So the thing is, they can fight the Worthy Knight, but this comes back. That's even odd. Ooh, we would lose most of our stuff, but how good would that be? Do this again. Resolve. I don't think we have this. Oh yeah, especially not now. I saw Titan of Industry. Surfing Goreclaw. Oh no. Well, you know what? 7, 6. Well, still a good game, I think. Rhino. You get the shield. You get haste. You get a land. Alright. Finish me off. Look at that little synergy. Well, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Maybe we will find the magic answer. We didn't find the magic answer. Alright. We were bested by mono green. You know. Alright. It was close, but we weren't able to get there. GG's nonetheless. Alright, Atraxa's Praetors voice. Alright, it was just a matter of time before we would stumble upon you. Starting hand, we have the Esper, we have the removal. For a Knight stack, Esper keeps popping up. Really trying to embarrass me here. Put that down. Now it's just proliferate planeswalkers, poison, good stuff. You never really know. Alright, turn 2. Let's throw down these boots. Personally, I think this is an underrated card, especially in casual. I don't know if it's as good here in Historic Brawl, where things are a little faster, more competitive. Casual, though, this card is a house. Alright, draw for the Esper. Opponent will put down an extra land. That lands. Alright, they're getting off to a pretty slow start. I'm a-okay with that. Let's see, do we want to throw down the Bajuka Bog now? Is there really any... There's not really any 3-mana things we can do. I think it's probably safe to throw that down. Sell you. And then attack. And... No, you know what? I want to feign removal. Even though we can't hold priority now, I guess, but... Godless Shrine. Cleave, dig up, so they're essentially tutoring for any card in their library. That's scary. It's the first card they play. Well, no, second. They had the Explorer. Though whatever they do, it's not going to be till next turn. So we have a turn of safety. Let's see. I don't know if it's it's probably maybe a Liliana Planeswalker. I don't think it'd be removal. I mean, you never really know. I think I'm going to try throwing down Raddic in hopes that whatever it is, it has white or black mana in it. That, or it's just they're going to develop their board state real fast. We're going to find out. Ooh, maybe it was this pretty snow-covered plain. Whatever it is, it's not coming down this way. Can you imagine? They paid the cleave cost to fetch a basic. That's something I would do by mistake. Snow-covered swamp. So we officially now, though, have to deal with a blocker. But it just so happens we have the answer for that. So Atraxa gets destroyed, and we can swing in. Card. Ooh. I've been playing this deck for a while. This is like I've mentioned in the intro of my deck tech. This is like a pet favorite deck of mine. So it's really seen a lot of iterations and been kept up to. There it is, the rebuke. I've seen a lot of, you know, new changes. So playing it as often as I have, I've definitely developed my hierarchy of my cards I pick the most from the spellbook versus the ones I usually leave alone. I don't feel that bad, to be honest. Just redeploying everything out here. Discard. We're gonna unfortunately get rid of the Trailblazer boots, as to see my discussion about it prior. Ooh, the second card though, this is kind of hard. The Cosmos Elixir is great, but I think against Atraxa, if they start swinging in, it's just going to be a little bit of life gain. All right, another tutor. They are searching for answers. I want to assume the River's Rebuke was the tutor for the first. I'm terrified if it wasn't. They're looking for something to deal with Raddic. Maybe a bounce spell? I haven't played with this card yet. I should. It's an uncommon. It's pretty easy to unlock. I just don't think of it. Actually came out at the same time as Zoral. I want to say this was March of the Machines. Alchemy. I'm pretty sure. Based on these two context clues. Alright, they pick their card. What's it going to be? Are we going to see it this turn? They're quite slow to choose, so my hopes is that they had something specific in mind and they just didn't find it in their top third, but we'll have to see about that. We're going to throw down the Bodyguard. See, I guess maybe they counter it. I'm okay if they counter that, honestly. Alright. That feels good. We'll go to combat first. See what we get from Raddic. I mean, usually the Guardian is good, but we do have Teferi's already in hand, so let's see. Do we double Bodyguard? A little nervous that they might have fetched up a board wipe. And if they do, are we upset about that? Let's see. If we throw this down, let the ring tempt us. We'll choose you. And just for the memes, if it is a board wipe, we'll throw down another Dauntless Bodyguard. And see what happens. Again, if it's a mass bounce spell, it doesn't really help us at all, but... And whatever it was, these Dauntless Bodyguards stopped it, so GG's. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed the shenanigans we were able to get to. I felt like Raddic had a pretty good showing and was able to really show off some of the cool things that this deck is able to do. Mario's fallen asleep, which means that it must be the end of the video. But before I let you go, I just want to remind you to like, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this deck. Let me know if there's any mistakes I made, because people love pointing those out. I can guarantee there's always at least one mistake I make during the game. But otherwise, you can also just let me know if you enjoy the deck, or if there's any other decks that you've been enjoying that maybe don't see as much attention. But without further ado, it is time for both of us to say goodbye, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.